Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pixelated Pickaxe. I'm Nathan, also known as the Ajax, and this is my follow-up to my Pistons episode. As you can see, we were having some fun with Pistons. If you didn't see that episode, check it out. It's the one right before this one, and a long one. Longer episode than I expected, but anyway, lots of fun. This episode will be focusing on the other features introduced in 1.7.1. There really aren't many other new features. This was pretty much exclusively a Pistons update, but there are a few new things that were changed or added, and just want to check this out. As you can see, cobblestone texture is changed. It's lighter. I'm not sure exactly how much different it is, but definitely looks just lighter, paler. I'm improved. It looks better, but it's just a little light to me, so I'm just getting used to that. It definitely changes the majority of the color aesthetics of the game, like major cobblestone constructions like this. The bridge is a brighter now, but you know, no huge complaints. The other texture that has changed is bricks, which you'll probably see later in this episode. They're also lighter. Again, I don't feel negatively about them. I didn't notice the difference that much. I know a few people have complained about them, but anyway, enough about the textures. Those aren't that important. I'm going to be talking about shears. If you don't know what shears are, they're like, I guess you could call them giant scissors. You can use them on sheep, and you can use them on leaves. So I'm going to show you how to make them. It's extremely complex, so pay attention. Bam, bam. Yep, very simple. So here are some shears, a new tool. Looks kind of dangerous looking. Look at those teeth. Alright, so, oh, there we go. There's sheep right there. So shears are used on sheep, and this is the way you get wool from them now. Or apparently I just punched them. Oh, right click. Duh, gotta right click with the tools. So, let's there we go. And look, with shears you can get up to 4 pieces of wool. I had some wool already, but you notice that sheep did drop 4 pieces. Previously, the maximum sheep would drop was 3, and that would be by punching them. Now, if I punch them, notice they don't drop anything. They do get hurt, but nothing happens. Now, if you kill sheep, like so, they do drop 1 piece of wool. If they're unsheared. I assume if they're sheared already, yeah, they don't drop anything. But that's hugely inefficient, and that's cruel. And also I've heard that they're planning on making friendly mobs or passive mods more permanent. You know how wolves are permanent, where if you log out of the world, the wolf is still there. But with sheep and cows and chickens and are there any other friendly mobs? Derp. I should know this. Anyway, moving on. They disappear. They despawn. But now with shears, you can. That was a bit of a weird segue. But they do plan to make them more permanent in the world. So presumably, you can shear a sheep and then it'll grow its wool back, which was cool. So again, oh sorry, do not left click, right click. And luckily I was not close enough. Right click. And there we go. Looks like I got 3 that time. That's really cool. Now, one thing I actually have not tried, and I don't think I have anything to test this out, I don't know if dyeing a sheep and then shearing it still works. Because previously, you could dye a sheep and then shear it and then get more dyed wool for your money than just by getting a piece of wool and then dyeing it. So I think I'll stop by my tent and grab some dye and try it. Because if they remove that feature, that'd be unfortunate. Sorry for the lag, but I can see why they did it, because it's a little crazy, like dyeing sheep, like multicolored sheep. Oy, ow. Sorry about that. And thanks for the suggestions on lag, guys. I appreciate it, but I've done pretty much all I can. It's my computer, and when I'm recording, it causes lag. It's when I just play the game without recording. No lag. So thanks guys, but really not much I can do. So what color should I dye my sheep? Well, Well, I think there's only one obvious answer to this. Pink. Alright. Well, now I need to find some sheep, because I think that's the only thing you can shear. In the meantime, I can show you the other use for shears. Let's just walk around to where a tree is. Yeah. So, I just blinked out. Waiting for the tree. Why is there a floating tree there? Dang it. People, members who are on my server, do not leave floating trees. That makes me angry. Cut them all the way down. Okay? Anyway, previously, if you just destroyed a leaf block, it would disappear from the tree. But now, when you have shears, pig is attacking me, you right-click, right-click, right-click. Okay, let's try left-click. Oh, okay, so for a leaf block, you left-click with the shears, but to shear a sheep, you right-click with them. Interesting. So, there you go. I'm just gathering leaf blocks. So this is a legitimate way, the only legitimate way to get leaf blocks. Previously, if you just wanted to play with leaf blocks, you had to spawn them in. Now, I do know that there's a weird quirk, maybe it's a quirk or maybe it's design, that you have a leaf block here, which I'm holding, but if you just place it, it will disappear because the way they're programmed, they need to be near wood to survive. But that one's not disappearing, so we'll leave it there. But wood's here. You can just place leaf blocks. So I can already see people making mazes, hedges, custom shaped trees. Now, Mason, who made his treehouse, he did not spawn the leaf blocks in, and this was made before the shears were implemented. So the way he did it is he grew a bunch of trees. You notice there's the remains of trees. So he grew them, and then he cut them where he wanted, and then he shaped them, which I thought was extremely creative. And honestly, now that the shears are in, this treehouse may not be as impressive, because anyone now can just kind of make a tree and then shear the leaf blocks off it, and then make their own tree however they want, treehouse however they want. So keep in mind that this treehouse was made legitimately, but without the shears. So that's very impressive. So, oh look, the leaf block has disappeared. So if you just place them randomly, oh wow, that one just disappeared instantly. They will despawn because the way leaf blocks are programmed right now is if they're not near any wood, they will disappear, and that's to help trees, disappear entirely when you chop them down. Now, the reason this floating tree is not disappearing is because there are still some wood chunks up there, which someone did not chop down. Which makes me very angry. Lag makes me very angry. But for instance, if I chop down, let's get an axe. If I chop down this tree entirely, it's taking a while because it's a stone axe. The leaves will start despawning like that, you notice, and so then you won't have a floating leaf thing. But then I think I can just do that, and I can gather leaf blocks as the tree disappears, which is extremely cool, because I know people are looking for leaf blocks for a long time. Legitimately gained leaf blocks, that is. Oh wow, yeah, also my computer is losing its charge. I have it plugged in, but apparently sometimes playing it loses its charge, so yeah, that's why it's freaking out a bit. So here we go, here's some more sheep. Let's go dye this sheep. Let me try. Right click. Oh yeah, so you can still dye it, and right click, and looks like you can get wool from it that way. So it looks like you can still legitimately dye sheep while they're still walking around, and then you can use your shears and get some blocks. Now both those times I only got 2 blocks each. That's probably just random. so I don't know. Let's go try it on this one last sheep. You sheepy, sheepy, sheepy. And yeah, see, that time I got 3, maybe 4 even. So it does seem to allow it just fine. Now, one last thing I learned is shears also cut through wool blocks a lot faster. So if I put a wool block here and here, and if I just use, say, if I use my axe, see how long that took? Now if I use shears, really fast, which is extremely useful. Say if you're working on a pixel art that consists mostly of wool, and you misplace a bunch of stuff, it would take a long time to punch your way through all that wool if you didn't have shears. So yeah, that's the other features of 1.7.1. Obviously the main focus is the amazing pistons, and I'm going to have so much fun with those. I know other people have, but the shears, they're cool. I'm glad they were added. Really enjoy it. Was that it? Shears? I think so. I think there are a few bug fixes as well, and apparently Notch removed Herobrine again. But yeah, it's mysterious. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. I think that's probably all the 1.7 videos I'm going to do. Sorry about the delay in getting them out. I have a full-time job now, so it's going to be a bit delayed, but hopefully this will be uploaded within a day or two of the release, so it won't be completely behind schedule, unlike when I did my maps and it was like a whole week afterward. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more Pixelated Pickaxe videos later.